Hamilton was established in 1816. It began to boom in 1854. It became an industrial hub, producing and exporting steel at an incredibly quick rate due to its location along the Great Western Railway and easy access to Lake Ontario. During this time, the environment was unfortunately ruined as the area, especially Hamilton Harbor, became a dumping ground for both household and industrial waste. To this day, the Hamilton Harbor area is still a site with heavy industrial activity. However, recently measures have been put in place to start remediating the harbor. One large issue that is still impacting the harbor comes from the water we are putting into it.
The harbor has been designated an area of concern by Environment Canada. Conditions of the harbor, like water quality and suitability for fish and wildlife populations, had become extremely degraded. With increasing economic and urban growth came increasing pollution due to toxic spills, sewage discharge, and sediment contamination. Toxins released to the surrounding environment from past and ongoing practices eventually make their way into the harbor, contaminating it. Randall Reef, a part of the harbor, has one of the worst contaminant issues. This area is contaminated with polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, which enter the harbor due to the pollution from surrounding steel factories. This pollution accumulates on the bottom of the harbor in the form of a toxic tar that, if disturbed, will contaminate the entire harbor. This leads into why the cleanup process is so lengthy and costly, as any time the tar is disturbed, there is a risk of the entire harbor becoming contaminated. The harbor has been identified as having one of the highest concentrations of toxins in the Great Lakes. The harbor is also heavily affected by the sewage system. It receives discharge from 3 wastewater treatment plants, as well as urban runoff from things like roads, sidewalks, and buildings from surrounding cities of Hamilton and Burlington. These processes lead to the accumulation of toxins. Small, easy changes in personal behavior and lifestyle can have significant positive impacts on Hamilton's overall environmental, economic, and social well-being. The harbor doesn't provide nearly as many ecosystem services it once did. With improving the health of the harbor, we could enhance many of these services and their availability, such as recreation and biodiversity. These improvements could provide Hamiltonians not only with the aesthetic benefits that come with a clean harbor, but also more opportunities for fun and for work.
That's where you come in. Retrofitting is a great way that you can do your part to help reduce pressure on the Hamilton water treatment plant while saving yourself some money. Retrofitting is simply adding an extra part onto your appliances that they didn't have before that helps them use less water. That way, you don't have to buy a whole new appliance and can still save some money and help out. For example, if you live in an older house with an older toilet, it can use up to 16 liters of water per flush. You can convert your regular toilet into a dual flush toilet with one simple addition. This would let your toilet use up to 45% less water. Or you can install a low-flow faucet aerator to your taps. These mix air into the stream of water coming out so that you don't lose any pressure but are still able to reduce the amount of water you use. Another place you can retrofit is in the shower. Bathing and showering accounts for up to 35% of water use for Canadians. Doing something as simple as replacing your current shower head with one that has an aerator will allow you to reduce the amount of water you use while bathing and still allow you to keep your shower pressure high. Retrofitting is a simple way to decrease the amount of water you use without having to purchase entirely new products. It's good for the planet, good for the harbor, and good for your wallet.
Retrofying provides an opportunity to implement practices that minimize water waste. For water efficiency, household appliances such as toilets can be retrofitted to a dual flush or a low flush toilet, as mentioned earlier. This would help replace the existing single flush toilet. A dual flush uses high volume flush for solid waste and a low volume flush for liquid waste. This idea was introduced back in 1980 in South Australia by the toilet manufacturer Caroma. The design of the dual flush does not contain a siphon, which all regular toilets do, so the system uses less water per flush, and the large trapway makes it easier for waste to exit the bowl. The environmental benefits would include reducing water consumption in household, as long as in the long run to reduce air pollutant emissions that would impact the harbor water. Retrofitting different appliances would save you lots of money in the long run. These new additions help appliances use less energy and the water to carry out the same function. So by switching to these more efficient means, you can expect a lower hydro bill without lower quality. As well, the Government of Canada is here for you. Programs like the Home Reno Rebate Plan offers financial help for residents that want to retrofit their appliances, so you don't have to worry about the expenses that come with it. This is also proven in 2006. Ontario statistics demonstrated that the use of reducing volume toilets with retrofitting programs have more than doubled from 19% to 44% in the years.
In conclusion, the Hamilton Harbor has many issues and concerns, although remediation action is present and ongoing. One easy and extremely beneficial way you can contribute is by decreasing your water consumption to help reduce pressure on the Hamilton water treatment plants and therefore on the Hamilton Harbor. This can be done easily and affordably by retrofitting your appliances. A few quick changes can go a long way in helping the harbor and helping your wallet. It is part of our job as Hamiltonians to make an attempt at preserving the beautiful place we call home.